Hello, what's up guys? What's up everybody? So the reason I've decided to go live right now as opposed to any other time later today is because I've got a busy day today and I'm going to be at band practice tonight. But Steve-O's going to be doing a stream tonight as we close into the last 24 hours before we have to have our teams completely locked and ready for game week 1. I think I know where I'm going with my team. In fact, I'm pretty much confident that it's going to be the same team as what I had earlier on in the week, the 3-4-3 formation, with Salah in it. And obviously, it was a great stream last night. We had some great callers on, and I managed to put together a team with 3 of the premiums in it. And I just thought, you know, I've got an hour now to burn, just literally just a chat to say, could 3 premiums be viable? Or does it take too much away from the rest of your team? And there's going to be a lot of people that are probably going to have their own answer straight away. But with the news that Harry Kane is still at Tottenham, he's not gone anywhere just yet, I think there's definitely an upside to risking certainly going with Kane, and possibly even having Salah as well. So I think the hello everybody as well. If you're just coming into the chat now, you may have noticed my voice is a bit croaky. I think it's all the coughing that I've been doing. So if you hear me cough every couple of minutes, that's the reason why. But hello to Shamil, Animations, Edgeworth, Max Roberts is in the chat too. Odin's here too. Ollie Al, I think 3 premiums takes too much away from the rest of the players. I don't disagree with you. Odin says, if Kane stays, I'm pretty much ready. Only thing is I'll go for Chilwell, James, or both. Probably just Chilwell plus Colwell. Gonna double up on Chelsea defence, really. Hey Dave, how's it going, man? Nice to see you. Top 3 of the top goal scorers could be massive. It could be massive. Could be really good. And so the draft that I put together last night was this one, right? This is the draft I put together last night. It's not the worst draft in the world, and it does massively rely on Garnacho, right? And we don't want to keep going back to the Garnacho talk, but just ignore Garnacho at the moment. You could poke and jiggle around. You could downgrade Saka and you can upgrade Garnacho. You've got a back 3, which I think is strong. Okay, Colwell's not going to get you any attacking returns. Neither's really Gabriel, but Gabriel's in a strong Arsenal defence. He's a very popular pick. Estepinian is your attacking defender in this team. Colwell's you're banking on Chelsea getting clean sheets, obviously, in that cheap 4.5 mil entry into that Chelsea defence. Midfield, Saka, Salah, Eze, Garnacho. Obviously, the standout's Garnacho. But again, without counting going on, you could kind of jiggle that money around with Saka and Garnacho and go for a slight, 6.5s or whatever. João Pedro, Kane, and Haaland up front. Now, this is not too bad. It's a 3-4-3 with 3 premiums in it. I think the majority of people are going to look at this and go, no chance. But I don't look at it like that. I think there's going to be some people that are going to try to get 3 premiums in. I really do. Loving on the stream, says Dilkington. Yes, I'm looking forward to Steve-O's stream later tonight, but I'm not going to be there tonight, unfortunately. That's why I'm doing it now. But I just wanted to see what you guys' thoughts were on the 3-4-3. See if anyone else actually was going to go. Is anyone going to go with 3 premium players in their team? How many premium players? In fact, in the chat now, let me know how many premium players or how many high budget players are you going to have in your team? Is it going to be 1? Is it going to be 2? Or are you thinking of doing the 3? Animation saying basically locked, I'd say, on my team. Looking forward to the season to start so I can just enjoy football and not have any dilemmas. You're still going to have dilemmas. You're still going to have decisions to make. I think at the moment we have to take it that Kane's staying. We have to assume that he's staying. Daniel Levy's just too damn greedy. At the moment is Erling, Salah, Bruno, Saka. Says Ramanathan's got Erling, Salah, Bruno, Saka. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Something's telling me Bruno Fernandes isn't the one to go with. I think that he's going to be potentially on penalties still, but you know, he's not going to necessarily be playing advanced anymore. I don't think. I think he's going to take turns with Mount. I think Mount's going to be swapping with him, and they're going to be alternating. Onana in the goal, yeah. One Premium says animations. Australia friendly time zone stream, absolutely, Joe. Good eye, mate. I think 2 premiums will be the answer, says Odin. No, this team is probably not going to be. In fact, I can tell you now, this is not going to be my Gameweek 1 team, right? So Steve-O giving me the whole, I'd be worried if I saw that team for Gameweek 1. He doesn't have to worry, because I don't think I've got the I have not got the guts to go with a team like this. But there will be some people that will. Peg Asian, yes, man. Of course I remember you. Bruno Fernandes, difficult to predict. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think if we go into the team itself, I think to get the 3 that you want is like to get the 3 premiums in, it's very, very, like, I'm just speaking obviously now, but like I'm just looking at this team to see if there's any other way that we can like spruce it up. So I think Arsenal attack is really important. Getting in on the Arsenal attack is going to be like the aim of the start of the season for sure for those fixtures. So if we were to take Saka out and go with Trossard, I've been thinking about Trossard. Last night I was thinking Trossard, you know, it could be the one. We could do Matoma and for Garnacho. You could do that, and then you could have this team. You could go Matoma, Eze, Salah, Trossard, Pedro, Kane, and Haaland as your midfield strike force. And that way you haven't got to worry about them. That way you haven't got the headache of Garnacho. You need to turn the fan on. It's going to get warm in here, I think. Who's panicking right now? Who's set for their team, and who's not got a clue about their FPL team because they've watched too much content creators out there, and they're just second guessing themselves, and they're going through 10 or 12 different drafts. Odegaard is better than, I think Odegaard is better than Martinelli, but he's just at a 0.5 more, right? It's a 0.5 that people can't easily find. I can see you sticking to your guns and going Salah and Haaland. Yeah, I think so too, man. Not happy about not having a Man City defender, but I think it's only Edison that's nailed. True. No one is really truly nailed in that team, to be honest, Max. Jesus' injury messed up me, considering how 2 Arsenal attackers. Jesus' injury messed me up for me. Oh yeah, well, it's definitely made people reconsider their Arsenal assets, hasn't it? Way too unbalanced, says Juan Paulo in the team. Yeah, I mean, I would not disagree. I wouldn't disagree, but it's not it's not the worst team. It really isn't the worst team ever. Like, you could easily go into game week 1 confident that majority of those players, I mean, Trossard will play minutes, right? Comes down to Salah or no Salah. That is a very good question. Let's just say, like, if we go no Salah, if we went no Salah in this team, and we could upgrade elsewhere, I mean, midfielder-wise, I would want Saka. I would want Saka in my team. Saka and Odegaard. Saka, Odegaard, and then we could get to Rashford. So we take Salah. So taking out Salah allows us to get in Odegaard for Trossard, which is an upgrade. Saka in for Matoma, which is an upgrade, and Rashford in. So automatically, the midfield just looks so much better, doesn't it? You just can't squeeze enough value out of the team to have Haaland, Kane, and Salah. Well, I wonder if you want 4.5s. Let's see if we can just do that. Let's just do 4.5s at the back. Let's go cash. You could go completely cheap at the back. I wonder if you could literally just go super cheap. Nah, it looks awful. It looks awful. Confirmed Kane is going, Jace, to Bayern. Really? Is it really been confirmed? Let's have a look. Kane, Bayern. Where's it been confirmed? Tottenham cannot reject a latest 94.6 million bid from Bayern Munich, but Spurs would be bottom half if he goes. Sky Sports this morning. Bayern Munich are preparing another bid, 94.6 million. They should take that for 30-year-old Harry Kane, 94.6, but where are you getting this information, guys? Is this on Twitter or something? So Kane is just gone. If Kane goes, I don't think I want Maddison in. That screws me up. Transfer Centre. There's an agreement in principle between the two clubs. Transfer fee is more than 100 million euros with add-ons. Kane is on the verge to join Bayern. So agreement in principle. Oh, well, that changes everything. I need to change the title of the stream. Charleston. Oh my god, that's a good point. Right. Okay. How much is Charleston? 7 million. Oh. So I bring Jackson back in. Jackson would come in, and then Charleston would be the bandwagon. Oh, you know what? This is nice. Charleston in. Who's going to get Richarlison? Put an X in the chat, guys, if you're going to get Richarlison in your team if Kane goes before the deadline. He's 7 million. Answer me. Tron's... Diaby's a good player, man. He's a good... Yeah, 6.5. Brilliant. Cole clean sheet Chelsea. Wish Tom would play striker. Yeah, he's not going to get goals though, is he? I think with Charleston. But Charleston's the best shout. That's interesting. That's just right. So I would 100% want Salah, Saka, Rashford, Richarlison in my midfield. It all depends now. Do I just go with a 3-4-3 or do I try and do a... I'm going to have to do a 3-4-3, aren't I? Because, okay, Anderson would come in. I'd have 1 million. I would go Stones for Colwill. Stones in for Colwill. Simple as that. All players, Stones. That would be my team. That'll be a team that I would look at possibly looking at. So Johnston, Estepinian, Gabriel, Stones. I know Stones isn't. Or do you know what? No. No. We go back to Onana. Onana and a 5.0. 5.0 defender, guys. Thiago Silva. I don't know if I want them. I don't want Thiago, no way. Walker. Is Walker nailed though? Is he going to start? Or do I just do Luke Shaw? And then go Johnston. Johnson, Shaw, or Onana and a 5.0? What do you guys reckon? Johnston, Shaw, or a 5.0 and Onana in goal? Timber could work. It's the double up though, isn't it? Everything FPL. Yeah, I'm tinkering again, man. This news that Kane's got an agreement in place. What do you guys reckon about this team? This team. Like so many people are going Martinelli, aren't they? And having that extra midfielder with Martinelli, I just think that I'd rather Salah. I'd rather Salah and then have the extra striker in Pedro and Jackson. Gavidol is a wait and see, really. I think that you think he would start with the amount of money they paid for him.
Do we go left? I see no signs. Do we go right? Can't decide. Do we turn back?
Good morning, John. How's it going, man? What's happening with Kane? So basically, it's come out that Kane. So we've got breaking news this morning. Bayern Munich have reached an agreement with Tottenham for the signing of Harry Kane. Proposal and deal is agreed in principle. Above 100 million euros, and apparently it's been accepted by Spurs. So we're looking at potentially Charleston being the bandwagon for a lot of people. Prior to Gameweek 1 deadline. Kane is on the verge of becoming a Bayern Munich player. I think it's going to be bad news for Spurs, but it's great news for people that are looking at a cheap way into that Spurs attack. It's coming in from various sources now. They're probably just regurgitating the information. But yeah, it looks like it's a 5-year contract offer on the table from Bayern Munich. 5 years. Morning, Andy Chats, FPL. Kane has personal terms agreed every transfer window. I need proper confirmation. Maddison would have to go. Salah would become more appealing. Says Jojo. I think so, man. I think that there's a good chance that this is going to happen. This is a good chance. What's making me think to get Richarlison in is purely because the rumor is that Spurs have decided that they're willing to take the offer. If that comes out as being BS later today or tomorrow, then of course it changes everything. But the rumor is that Tottenham are going to accept or have accepted the principal offer of over 100 million euros. So morning, Andy. Morning, John. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Let me just get it up on the screen. Here we go. Well, this makes it easy, doesn't it? This answers the question. That third premium asset in Harry Kane may no longer be an FPL asset. Ornstein is reporting on it, yeah. "25 minutes ago, Ornstein. Bayern Munich have reached an agreement with Tottenham to sign Harry Kane. Sources in Germany indicate Bayern proposal worth more than 100 million euros accepted by Tottenham Hotspur. 30-year-old has been leaning towards staying, but now must make a decision." Is there more pressure now around salary in your team or not? I don't know. I don't think millions of people are going with Harry Kane in their team anyway. I mean, what is Kane's ownership? Hang on a sec. Yeah, I think 14% of the game having Kane, a lot of that is casual. Like, there's a lot of them that's going to be relatively casual FPL managers out there. I think all of the main, like, hardcore seems to be the consensus of going with the big midfield. I've not seen many Kane Haaland picks, to be fair. But with Charleston now, if this is going to go through, and if he accepts it, the Charleston has to be in your FPL team, surely. 7 million striker for Tottenham. There was rumours about Spurs reaching an agreement, then Kane saying no. He's been in the HMP Spurs for a long time. He's been perfect at United next season on a free. He would have been great at United. He really would have. Alas, it's not looking like that's ever going to happen. So, I mean, Bayern Munich is why wouldn't he go to Bayern Munich? 5-year deal, probably on decent wages. Better weather. If Kane hasn't made his mind up before the deadline, then no way you can start the season with him now. Yeah, I think at the very least, you don't have Richarlison. If you don't know what's happening with Harry Kane by the deadline, you just have to go without Kane, without Richarlison, without Maddison. Well, maybe Maddison you could still have, but Mudryk and Garnacho punts to do well early on, says Fantasy World Order. I do think that Garnacho's going to do well. I really do. 1.9% owned for Charleston at the moment. Yeah, that's going to change, man. You watch that number by the end of the day. Watch that 1.9 ownership on Richarlison change. I think if you animations, if Richarlison, sorry, if Harry Kane goes, are you really going to choose Matoma or Eze over Richarlison? Are you really going to do that? Bit boring though, isn't it, if he leaves, with Haaland being the only premium option up top. Unfortunately, that's there's light up top at the moment this year in FPL. Hopefully Nunes has a good, I don't really want to say it, but hopefully Nunes has a great season and people can have a bit more of a decision to make when it comes to the money in up front. But there's not really much in terms of premium assets other than Haaland now. But yeah, this is big news, guys. I think a lot of people thought that it was, like myself included, I thought that this was just going to fizzle out. I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't expecting this to happen. If you're just joining the stream now, Bayern Munich looks like they've reached an agreement with Tottenham to sign Harry Kane. Harry Kane's now got to make the decision whether he wants to leave. Matoma is still better than Richarlison to start with because of the fixtures. Depends if you've got that Pedro as well. I don't think you need to double up on Brighton. I mean, Richarlison's not exactly like going to set the world on fire, but if he's going to be the starting striker for Spurs, I want him in my team. 100% want him in my team. I honestly think Saka, Martinelli, Odegaard triple up is great. They have amazing fixtures and are all guaranteed points. 3 Arsenal midfielders. I don't know about that, man. I really don't think that's a good idea. Talk about putting all your eggs in the one basket. Oh yeah, I was on about the double up attack. I will play a 6.5 mid and keep 0.5 in the bank, says Brendan Saunders. It's interesting. It's made people think a bit more. It's already gone up to 1.9. Oh no, it was already on 1.9. Let's see what it is later today. Guys, do you think we're going to find out more about Harry Kane today, or do you think it'll be tomorrow? Or do you think it's going to be after the deadline? God, could you imagine if it's after the deadline? Could you imagine if it was Saturday or something we found out? No one's going to have Harry Kane in their team surely now. Odegaard might be the same case with Fernandes and Havertz return to midfield, where Havertz is mainly the one making runs into the end of the box. I mean, I don't take Havertz seriously. I really don't. I almost think Havertz is best be on the bench and just play Trossard up front and just Martinelli, Saka. That's how I do it anyway. So with this news on Harry Kane, who's X in the chat if you're going to change your team with this news that Harry Kane's looking to leave Tottenham? Is there like X in the chat if you were set on your team and you're now looking to change your team? Just I want to know. I just want to know how much this news has affected people's FPL minds, their mindset right now. Is it messing with you, or are you cool as a cucumber right now? Claire Bennett's X'd up, Henry's X'd up, Joe B's X'd up, everything FPL's X'd up. This is getting spicy. This is getting spicy, guys. Scratch, Carlos Bambos, Jake's X'ing up. Can you really be 100% on your team, though? Can you ever really be 100% on your team? Let's be honest. There's always something that you're going to be second guessing yourself with, right? There's always going to be this itch to try and improve your team, even though you can't, because you've only got a budget of 100 million. It's changed my future plans, but not my current team, says Dilkington. Dilkington, he's calm as a cucumber. He's got his team locked in. He's going to go with a triple up of Saka, Martinelli and Odegaard. I think that's disgusting, man. It's too much. It's too much. The thing is, nothing is nailed ever. Absolutely. Nothing is a given. Thank you, JB. Much appreciated, buddy. Yeah, guys, if you're new around this place, hit us up. Follow us on socials. Subscribe to the channel. This is a good reminder that tonight Steve-O will be doing his predictions and going over his final draft. I'm going to tell you now, I'm not going to have a final draft until probably tomorrow, like afternoon. Like this is stressing. This is like messing with my mind right now. This is messing with my mind. Will Sancho be benched? I literally toss a coin. Toss a coin over Garnacho and Sancho. I would like to say it's 50-50, but I think with Ten Hag's history, it's more like 70-30. 70% he'll play Sancho, 30% he'll play Garnacho. That's how I see it right now. Like logically, but my heart says it should be 50-50. Well, so this is the team that I'm with at the moment, guys. I just don't see how, with Richarlison in it, I just don't see how much better I can make this team. I think this team is pretty solid. This is a Salah Haaland draft with Richarlison in midfield. It's a strong team. It's a very strong team. The defense is strong. You've got two attacking defenders in Estepinian and Shaw. You've got Gabriel, which is the Arsenal coverage everyone's got. Salah, Rashford, Richarlison, Saka, all important players. You've got penalty takers there. Penalty takers. You've got Pedro, which I think is going to get minutes for Brighton, as we've all discussed. Jackson Jackson and Charleston are in the same sort of boat, aren't they? They're like the picks that are coming in at a budget option entry into a top team attacking force. And then you've got Haaland. Joshua's like, this team is winning it all. Cheers, man. Thanks for giving me the confidence I need. So will Sancho be benched? I do have no idea, man. I have no idea. I think that judging on the past, Sancho will probably start. But judging on form, judging on the history and on Ten Hag's history, he'll start Sancho. But judging on performance and form, he should start Garnacho. I don't know how it's going to play out. I wish I did. If I knew Garnacho was starting, I'd throw Garnacho in. I just can't do it. What about Martinelli? I can't get Martinelli. Lindsay. I can't get Martinelli in this team. I've got no money left. But I mean, the only way I could get Martinelli would be to upgrade with Charleston and downgrade Shaw. And I just don't see the advantage of doing that. Is only going with one Arsenal attacker a mistake? You know, when you got with Charleston's fixtures aren't. I mean, Spurs fixtures, the first couple aren't amazing. But I just think I want in on that attack early on. I just think if Kane goes, which it looks like he's going to go, not only is the ownership of a Charleston going to skyrocket, but also the price of a Charleston is not going to stay at 7 million, right? Who takes penalties? I can see Richarlison. Maybe Maddison? Richarlison? I don't know, man. I don't know who would be on penalties. I could see in my mind Richarlison having the ball in his hands. But I don't know, man. I think you'd have to go. I think the manager would have to back Richarlison, right? If he wants penalties, you'd have to give it to Richarlison. If Kane stays, then it's a different subject. It's a different story, isn't it? Not so template FPL. The great team, Jason. Just wanted to tune in and say I'm really enjoying the streams with you, Steve-O. Good luck for the rest of the season. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for your kind words, dude. And best luck to you too. Garnacho is so much better than Sancho. Yeah, I agree. Alvarez for Jackson. If you want to get early team news, straight upgrade 1 million elsewhere. That would mean. Alvarez. My first FPL draft had Alvarez in it. Brendan Saunders got the same team as me. Nice. $6.5 million Alvarez. I think is he worth the risk? If you get early team news, maybe. But are you going to be comfortable with him in your team? You're going to have a strong bench, I think. Alvarez is going to come on at some point in the game, most games, if he doesn't start. So if you're willing to risk it for a biscuit, it could work out for you. I don't know. I think I want to go with players that are going to be pretty much nailed for game time. I think Pedro is going to be pretty important, and we'll get substantive minutes. And I think that Richarlison will be nailed if this Kane news goes through. Good morning, ABJ. Rashford or Bruno? I can't have them both. Rashford, mate. Rashford, buddy. He's playing up front. Bruno's going to be on sort of in a pivot position. He likes to drop deep. You could find that Bruno Fernandes this season is becoming more of an assist of the assister. What's the latest on Turner, by the way, guys? Who you get instead of Richarlison if Kane stays? Well, that changes things again, doesn't it? If Kane stays, then it may just be Eze. It may just be Eze, and then the 0.5 would upgrade. I might just go Johnston to Onana, and then Shaw to Stones, or Shaw to Chilwell, and bank that 0.5. I don't know. My thoughts on Welbeck. I think he's further down. I think with Pedro being on penalties, how much is Welbeck? is being 0.5 more. I just think 0.5 is just such a nice amount to have squeezed out for other positions. I think that Pedro is at 5.5 is really just too tempting to kind of ignore. Turner Medical's done. Just wait for FPL to change it. Okay then. Son could potentially be a good asset if Kane goes. We'll have to step up with goals. Wow. He's 9 million, isn't he? I think that if you're faced with the decision of going Son or Richarlison, that 2 million that you bank is massive, isn't it? I don't think they are much different in terms of expected levels, to be honest. Do you not think Spurs will sign a striker? I don't think they'll be. They might do, but I'm able that price point. That price point's easily like I can easily move to a 6.5 midfielder if Spurs sign another striker and Richarlison just goes back to the bench. I think that I'm willing to go into game week 1 and beyond with Richarlison with the view to make a transfer if I have to. Spurs have signed a striker. Who's the guy that they've signed? Because I don't know anything about him. Chris, do you want to feed us that information? Why Richarlison over Maddison? Richarlison, he has the ability to score. And I think obviously the minutes, he had very, very little minutes last season, but when he's given minutes, he gets goals. 2021, 2022, did get 10 goals, 6 assists. I think that with Maddison behind him, feeding him opportunities, I think that it's that 0.5 difference between the two. Potentially on penalties with Charleston, we don't know. I don't know. I think I would choose with Charleston, and that 0.5 is massive for me. It allows me to have a 5.5 defender. Mudryk is a wait and see for me at A and B. Probably an early wild card consideration if Chelsea perform well with Mudryk. I just wasn't too impressed with him last season. Signed some young South American. He won't start now. I don't think that signing for Spurs is a threat to Richarlison. They might get someone else, or they might have to. I don't know. The deal may not go through, and this whole Richarlison thing could be completely hot air. But it's in place right now. I'm thinking about rocking with this team that's on the screen. If you're just tuning into the stream, why is Richarlison in my team? Well, the reason is because of this. Harry Kane looks like he's going. Looks like he's going to Germany, guys. All depends on personal terms, of course. but deal agreed in principle. Tottenham seem like they were willing to accept, so see what happens. Hey, Daddy Paul. Thoughts on Saliba over Gabriel? I mean, it's for me, it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. I think there's very little difference. If you look at Gabriel, played more minutes than Saliba, did get so you got 146 points, played at 3,400 minutes. Yeah, 117, played 2,400. I mean, Saliba's was doing brilliant before he got injured, right? Saliba probably would have outscored him if he'd have played the whole season. But I just don't think there's much of I don't think there's too much of a difference between the two. Gabriel 3 goals scored, Saliba 2 goals scored, 1 assist. It's like they're so close to each other, man. I think it's too close to decide like who to choose over each other. Maybe just get both. I don't know if you're that worried. Animation says, I tell you what, I'm looking forward to FPL beginning. Well, yeah, we won't have any more of these just undecisive streams. I was looking at it, Saliba played 11 games less, near enough the same bonus, yeah. So yeah, what I'm really looking forward to seeing, guys, is kicking off the season, you know, game week 1, game week 2, game week 3 and beyond. Certainly for early wildcard. I want to see, first of all, Spurs. If I'm going to put my head above the parapet and go for Charleston, I want to see how they're playing. I want to see how Richarlison's performing with Maddison. Seeing how Maddison and Richarlison link up. I want to see how Chelsea do. With obviously no Nkunku, but obviously a very stacked team. Chelsea are going to be a really important sort of like team to monitor because they offer a lot of value in their players. So like the likes of Mudryk has come up a few times. I'll be looking at him. Then I want to see Man City like what players are getting like the regular minutes, because I think if you start with just Haaland in your team, you're not going to have one Man City the whole season, right? You're going to be looking at bringing in more. So Garnacho for United is going to be like one of the top priorities for me to kind of see if I can get him in my team at some point, if he's getting minutes and he's performing well. 5 million, I think he's going to go up in price. Yeah, and just see what teams outperform and we'll see how Brighton do with all the players that they've signed, and if there's other diamonds coming out, what gems are coming through. I'm genuinely looking forward to see what Steve-O thinks about Richarlison. Yes, will he be on tonight to talk about it? Right, guys, I think I'm done. This stream started off with the question, should I have 3 premiums? That's been answered. Looks like it's been answered that Harry Kane's leaving, so I think we're going to leave it here. Tune in tonight at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, Steve-O will be here to do the predictions of tonight's games. He'll be going through all the fixtures, and we are literally we're closing into 24 hours away. So we're on the home straight now, guys. Let's get this nailed. Let's get our team sorted. I'll be back on tomorrow probably to do a stream. I will be doing a stream tomorrow. I might do a long one. Let me know in the comments if you want me to do a long stream tomorrow for deadline. Take care.